I'm going to walk you through how to use the iMovie to import your video for the edTPA. What you're going to do is first open up iMovie, and then you go to File, New Event. So we're going to create a new event. You can call it edTPA, and this is the file that we'll be using for importing your video files. And the next thing we'll do then is import the media. If you have your camera hooked up to your machine, it'll automatically hook it up. And then over here by this area, you'll see no name, and that's where you will import it. Otherwise, you can come over here to import media, click on that, and then you'll see the list of devices. And over here by devices, you should see no name, which is the camera that you're using, or you can actually select something. I've already saved something on the desktop, so I'm going to pull that off, and then I'm going to import selected. If you have more than one to select, go ahead and select them all and then import them. You'll notice then that they go ahead and import, and you'll be able to edit them. Once you hook the camera in, it'll offer up the cameras that you have here built in and no name. Once you have that, then you can go ahead and click on that and import the files that you want. If you want them all, click on Shift and then hover over them and then put Import Selected, and this will bring them into your video file. If you decide you want to add more to the videos to your selection instead of just these, you can go back to Import if you didn't get them all, and then choose another video. For instance, go here, click on it, and then Import Selected. And you'll notice up here in the corner, top right hand side, there's a little round circle, and as it's importing, it will show you the activity. You'll notice it's starting to download it. When the circle is complete, then the video will show up to the left over here, and that will be completed. And another one, then you come back and it's still there. You can also choose to import all. However, if you import all, it will take a bit longer to go through the process. Finished. Once you get everything imported, then you're going to come up here and you're going to select File and Create Movie. And when you do that, make sure you select No Theme and you hit Create. And you can definitely name your movie. Maybe you want to name it First Lesson. And then this will go in the edTPA folder. You'll go ahead and hit OK. And here you have your first lesson. And what you're going to be able to do from here is you'll be able to use all of these different clips in this first movie. And we're going to go ahead and start trimming a few of these in just a second. We're going to go to Window, and we're going to use one of our selections here, and we're going to swap the project and event so that it flip-flops the order as I'm used to seeing it that way. And you'll notice that you've got these two different videos, and we can go ahead and splice them if we want to. Once you have the video that you want to modify, you'll come down to the bottom and you'll be able to see that this is 11.4 seconds and it's from the GoPro. These are some other ones that are from different areas, and they are 23 seconds, and you'll see there's a space here, and this one's 56.9 seconds. Take the one you want, highlight the entire section by holding down the cursor, and drag it up to the top here. And this will allow you then to push the space bar and see what's going on in this area. If you want to, come up to Modify, and then go up to the top and hit Modify and Split Clip. By doing this, you'll be given two cursors that you can cut part of it. So you can come to the beginning here, and let's say there's really nothing going on in the clip in the very beginning. So you click on that. You can push play for the video, and then you can say, well, maybe you don't want that first part. So you come back up here. Make sure you click on it first. And then by doing that, you can split it. If you wish to delete it, then you can delete it. So maybe you don't need that first part. Maybe you were talking to the students and you wanted to get rid of that first part. Additionally, you can also hover over it and you'll see it says +1.02, and you can take it away that way as well. And so this means that it'll be 1.5 seconds into it before it starts, or you can just delete it. You can come up here and modify or mark for and then delete, and that would delete that part. So you come back up to the top, mark for delete. And this is what you would do with all the additional clips that you have here. To add a title or to add a time caption in iMovie, you can go to Windows and then choose Titles. And depending which version you have of iMovie, it'll bring up a theme here. You'll go to the clip that you want to add a title to. There are different ones. You can choose centered, lower third, lower. I'm going to choose upper, and you physically drag it up to the clip that you want. If you want it shorter, then you can make it shorter or longer, and then you'll just simply go here where it says the duration. It's 7 seconds. Maybe you're talking about the students learning a certain concept and you want to add that there. Maybe you want it more than 7 seconds or longer than 7 seconds. We'll make it 5 seconds for this, and then you can click done, or you can just click on the actual bar and drag it. Then you will go ahead and add your title right there. And you'll see that it's over here, and then you can add, this is the Blue Lagoon. You'll notice that that's a bit difficult to see, so you can show different fonts. When you do this, it brings up different colors and whatnot. I'm going to choose black just because of the coloring. It's easier to see. And then you can go ahead and select that. You'll have to go ahead and save your video as was and make sure that everything else is in order. But this is how you would go ahead and add either a timestamp or a title. Once you have the video to the size that you want and the clips that you want by having split the screen and whatnot, then you're ready to share it. Assuming that you have trimmed the front and the end and whatever else you need. So you come up here to share, and then you will click File. And once you come to File, then you're going to want to go ahead and check the time. This is 6 seconds. This is extremely small. You won't have any issue with this, but make sure it is in accordance to the edTPA guidelines. And then make sure that it is the correct size. You don't want the file too big. If you need to, you can always change it so it's smaller or larger depending. Once you've done that, deselect Add to Theater and go ahead and click Next. Change the title once if you need to. Perhaps this is no longer the first lesson. And then where do you want to save it? And at this point, you can check to make sure that it is either on your desktop or on your thumb drive, and then you're ready to put it in live text.